G'day everyone, Mark Gorski and Brian Martin here with you from runningtechniquecoach.com. Today we're in the Fitline studios in Meyers Place in Melbourne CBD. Brian, why are we here?
Well, we were on the hunt for a good venue to continue doing our running technique coaching business. We initially started that in the Melbourne Running Company, which was your specialty running store in Burnley. We hunted around for a while, as you know, to try and find a good venue for actually doing this work, and we really settled on working in a personal training and gym-based environment because of the strong emphasis that we have in running technique coaching on actually building people's strength up so they can actually run properly. So it's been good working here because we had, we probably spend half an hour looking at people with their running and having a chat about how they're moving and so forth. But then, as you can see behind us, we've got a fully equipped gym where we can basically take people through the various strength training exercises that we prescribe and give them some good ideas around that.
Yep. And how important do you think the strength training component is as part of a running program?
Actually, the most important part, particularly with beginners and people coming back to running after a long break. Often you find, like I did, I worked an office job for 10 years plus, so all that time sitting down at the computer, pretty much your bum disappears and you become really weak through the core and particularly glutes and hamstrings. So it's actually quite difficult to try and run well if you're not strong enough. So regardless of how much good advice we gave someone about how they should be moving, if they weren't strong enough, then they wouldn't actually be able to implement that.
Yep. And we do use the treadmill for our assessments.
Yep.
Why is that? And is that any different to running outside?
It's a little bit different, but in terms of looking at people's running technique, the variations aren't great enough to make a substantial difference, particularly in that first analysis session.
Yep.
And it does have some advantages in that it's quite easy to spot patterns, movement patterns that are going wrong on the treadmill because someone's running right there in front of you, whereas if you go to the track or to another outdoor session, say at the park, you've got people either running away from your camera or running towards it, and you've only got little brief moments where you've got them in focus where you can see what's going on.
So for analysis purposes, fantastic.
Yep.
Practical purposes and then practicing what we teach them? Outdoors.
Yeah, we get people outside as quickly as possible because unless you're living in Canada and you're snowed in, then there's really no reason why you should be doing a lot of running on the treadmill.
Yep, fantastic. Any other points of gym work that we need to think about?
I think definitely with the gym-based exercises, we've got a strong emphasis on getting people initially going with some functional movement and postures. So that's the kind of exercises that you can do outside of the gym. But a lot of runners after they've established a good base with that after 12 weeks get a real huge benefit from actually getting into the gym and doing some of the traditional meat and potatoes type exercises like your squats and leg press, and really get some grunt into your running. And I think one of the things that people often are surprised by is just how good they feel when they go on an easy run after they've done a gym session, just because all those muscles are switched on and activated.
Yep, excellent. Well, there you go. Fitline Studios is the place where we are doing all our work these days. Hope to see you soon.